We are Cindy and Eddie.
And this is Squeeze the Day. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another video.
Today we are in the city of Puebla, Mexico. It is going to be an awesome place to visit for us, and we're hoping to show you a couple of amazing things along the way.
So let's get down the road and see what we can find.
One of the things about Puebla that a lot of people don't know is it is a great tourist destination. I mean, take a look at those bell towers. Massive, beautiful.
Incredible.
My words exactly.
We'd also like to point out that as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, this city is pretty amazing.
We are starting our tour in the Zocalo.
And by Zocalo, we mean the center of town,
which is a great place, in my opinion, to start because it's the center of the city and there's a lot to do here.
There's a lot of art to be seen here, so we're going to show you that first.
There's a lot of food, there's a lot of people. It is going to be a big tourist spot.
Let's check it out.
As we walk around the Zocalo, we notice several things. One, the trees in the park are very tall and beautiful, providing really good shade for the area. The next is that there are a couple of really amazing art pieces, so we're going to definitely enjoy those. And it's a good starting point to get to know the city a little bit.
Now that we've had a real quick look around the Zocalo, we're actually going to go that way. There is a walking street that we are interested in exploring.
And that walking street is called calle Cinco de Mayo.
And we want to take you with us to see what's there. This is a shopping district, so there's going to be a lot of clothes,
shoes,
everyday shopping.
And there's ice cream. So come here if you want to get some ice cream, for sure.
A slight turn to the right, you'll find Calle de Dulce de Santa Clara.
The reason we wanted to take a walk down this street is because of all the amazing candy shops. If you've ever played the game Candyland, it's like we're walking down the middle of that game.
Can't imagine how good it smells in here with all these chocolates and candies. You've had these before? These are so good.
In addition to candies, they have various cakes, cookies, snacks like nuts, chips, chicharron. That means it's a variety between American and Mexican. So some of them you'll be familiar with, while others make it difficult to walk away from. And while you're here, some of the candy shops have some of those amazing ceramics you've ever seen. These are hand-painted, locally made. And just in case you were wondering, yes, we actually did go into a store and ask the right questions to make sure that we had the right information. They are handcrafted.
That's the signature. Every single one of these is handmade, and they have to have the artist's signature on there in order for it to be authenticated.
Puebla, Mexico.
This particular one is a very typical decoration of the Talavera. It is the decoration of the queen, or the first decoration that was made in colors.
I think that's enough of the plates. If you want the information, it's there. We're getting back to the cakes and cookies.
In the heart of historic Puebla, you're going to find several museums and other artifacts that will teach you a little bit more about the city. So we're going to show you a couple of those, but we're not going to be heavy on it. Just a couple. Well, this is the Museum of the Revolution. Behind me is the Museum of the Revolution. If you're into museums and history, it's definitely a place to go to, and it's easy to find because it's right down the street from Calle de Dulce. I'm pretty sure I found the most epic doors you're ever gonna find.
Maybe not the most epic, but they were pretty amazing. As we continue to walk through this beautiful city, there are enough museums around here to satisfy anybody's needs. They all have a nominal fee and are definitely worth a visit, but you can't film inside.
Behind us is a place called the Alley of the Frogs. We don't know what's in that alley, but we're going to be checking it out next.
Here, you're going to discover a very varied selection of souvenirs and trinkets. Since everybody is selling their own products without having things in categories, we are just going to show what we see as we see them instead of trying to organize it so that familiar items are together. When you come to visit, you will see the same pattern that we are showing you here. I feel like it's also important to note that even though there was a lot of different things, there was a lot of amazing things as well.
As you can see, that is a solid block of all kinds of good things. Definitely worth visiting. We're here on a Saturday, so we don't know if this is a Saturday only thing. It does not look like it. It looks like this is set up every single day. As busy as it is, makes sense. And then you cross the street and go up this way for more stuff. After Frog Street, keep going because there is a lot more to see. A couple other streets down the way and you're gonna keep on shopping. Right down there, that is where the Frog Street is. We came up this way and turned down here to explore there, but there's more. From here, you're gonna turn down that street. We're gonna go see that next.
After a little bit more exploring, we started to build up an appetite, so we had to find a restaurant fast to get some food. And this is what we found. Not only was the food absolutely delicious, we met an amazing family that was here from Ireland and had a great conversation with them. Thank you guys for such a good time.
That is where we went and had some lunch.
It was very authentic Mexican food.
Now we are going to cross the street to go to that market.
At this point, I kind of feel like we're just weaving our way through all of the shopping districts. Considering the size of the city and how many visitors it gets, it's definitely a good idea to shop around for the right price and the right item. Handmade articles are each going to be different and unique to the artist, so feel free to shop around and take your time with it. We continue our pattern of weaving and enter the Barrio de Artista, or Artist Barrio.
The area that we're in right now is artistic.
There's plenty of art to sell, but also artists actually working. Like this guy right here.
Definitely found our desserts and so much more. We are going to give this a shot. That's what it looks like.
Oh yeah.
I guess I'm taking the first bite.
Go for it.
We got the strawberry cream. Yes.
And you find it right here, out by the theater building and the fountain. He's here from Monday to Saturday.
Don't limit yourself to just one market. There are several of them in the city. Find the one that you're comfortable with. We just saw this in our walk to our next stop. And to be honest with you, we're just amazed. We just keep getting more and more impressed by what we find down here. We have found a shortcut we're going to take through this park. Let us know what you think.
They have a map of the park and information about it as we continue on through it.
It is definitely fun to walk through little parks like this when you're enjoying a brand new city.
And it's such a pleasant day. We're loving this weather.
It's absolutely perfect right now.
Couldn't be better.
This is about the time that things started closing down for the rest of the weekend. That means
we had made an attempt to go through that tunnel, but it's closed. We actually got here half hour too late.
That happens sometimes.
But we're not giving up yet. There's still a lot to see, and we have one thing in particular that we're very interested in exploring, so we're going to continue throughout the city.
We came up here for two reasons. One is kind of obvious, the view. The other is because there's actually a fort up here. We're going to see if we can get some pictures of it.
Two forts.
Two forts. Not only is there a great view, you can take the tour bus here or stop and grab a quick bite to eat. This one closes at 4:30 as well. Here's the thing though, all of these places, none of them had any times available on Google Maps when they were open, so we didn't really know. We're gonna keep looking around because there's another fort. We're gonna go check it out and show you what it looks like.
It's Fort Guadalupe.
Some of the benefits of coming up here is you can visit the culture center or go see one of the museums that are available up here. Options are pretty good.
Now let's go to the top of this tower and catch a gondola ride overlooking this beautiful city.
We are in the waiting area right now. They do hand sanitizing, masks are required, and they have a sanitizing spray that you walk through just to make sure that you are clean coming in here.
And they took your temperature. All the protocols
All
are
the
taken.
protocols. Got to get on an elevator up to the top. Next, you're going to get an opportunity to see how big Puebla really is. And let me tell you, it is pretty big.
Once we made it up to the top, we just had to wait for the cart to arrive from the other side. And off we went to go and look at the best view in the city. Part of the price of the ride will include the operator telling you a little bit about the city Puebla. Unfortunately, it was all in Spanish, so what little bit we did understand of Spanish, we tried to enjoy as much as we could.
Now we are going to return back to that tower. Personally, love the trip. It's short, it was very inexpensive, quick, and you get a chance to see the entire city.
It was well worth it.
Even though we didn't get as much of a 360-degree view as we had wanted because there were people standing in front of us, it was still a great view and we got some pretty good shots.
We hope you enjoyed them.
Let us know what you think of those in the comments below. It is starting to get late. We've had a full day and a lot of things are closing down. Tomorrow is Sunday, which means most things are closed down.
Once we return, we'll go see that second fort and then we're gonna get some dinner.
Vamos a volver un poquito por... Adelante, por favor, la salida es al fondo del lado derecho.
We got to get Eddie a new t-shirt. We always take selfies, but if you're here with family, you might as well get your picture taken. It's only $3. There is another Puebla sign. That is the fort, and wouldn't you know it, there's another Puebla sign. Told you, this place is big. They gotta have a bunch of signs for it. We have shown you about 4 Puebla signs. Let us know in the comments which one is your favorite. This is Fort Guadalupe. We said before, it's closed right now, but it is a great place to come and get an enjoyable view. This is walking street at night. It definitely gets a lot busier at night. Of course, we had to get on the train to enjoy our meal, and our food is already here.
This is the Al Pastor tacos, dos arrabas cortas, beef, tacos.
They also have a great selection of sauces which complemented the food. We enjoyed our entire meal and were ready to go when we were done.
We hope you've enjoyed a little look at Puebla. We know we have loved walking around here.
You have to come and check it out. It should be on everyone's list of places to go in Mexico.
One of the things I haven't mentioned yet that I've been looking at and I've put a couple of shots in is those little tiles that you see on the side of the buildings are unique to this area. They're actually made here by hand and placed in the walls.
If you've made it this far, thank you so much. We appreciate each and every one of you.
We've got more adventures and more traveling coming up ahead, so stay tuned for the next video. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications so that you can continue to follow along with us as we continue on this adventure.
And as always, squeeze the day and be well.